Hello! So, you're probably wondering about the sudden change in video type. And I don't really have an answer to that question. I just, felt like a piece of shit. So, yeah, today I would like to go into detail about one of my favorite games ever made, Godzilla for the PS4. The gameplay in this game is pretty simple. You run around as a big monster and destroy everything that does or does not move. There are many modes in this game that give it a good amount of variety. There's also a story mode in which you take control of Godzilla and destroy generators to get bigger. It says that you're supposed to get them because you're hungry, but let's be fucking honest for a second, it's just because you want to get bigger. Well, also, fighting other monsters and collecting recordings. True ending, you have to collect enough recordings to fight Super Mechagodzilla or kill you depending on what difficulty you choose. And Godzilla 2014 is Burning Godzilla. You need 50% of all recordings gotten for Mechagodzillas, 75% for the Burning Godzillas, and there's also the fights with the Super X's and the Gotengo that happen no matter what, only depending on your difficulty. There's the Invasion mode, in which you play the exact same thing as the campaign, just as another monster. And there's the defense mode, where you defend from another monster as a good monster. After the story mode is the King of Kaiju mode. In this mode, you fight 7 monsters one by one and defeat them as fast as you can. That's basically it. Finally, there's the multiplayer mode, where you fight 1 or 2 other players as any monster in any map. I'm very surprised that they actually keep these up. That is, very surprising, and I'm quite happy about that. The music in Godzilla Ps4 is pretty good. It's not the best, but there are a few tracks that are so good. Overall, there's not much to say about the music. It's good, better than most Godzilla games. It really helps with the Godzilla simulator kind of feel that the game is going for. It's not a fighting game. It's not like the Godzilla Unleashed games or anything like that. It is a simulator that's kind of disguised as a fighting game, but not really. When I say characters, I mainly mean the playable monsters, as the humans are not very interesting, and I wouldn't consider the screams of pain and terror from the hundreds of soldiers you ruthlessly slaughter throughout the game characters. I would say that they're more atmospheric, but what you can do, mainly, of course, is you can play as a shit ton of monster from all throughout Godzilla's history. My personal favorites are Gigan, all the Mechagodzillas, and Godzilla 2014. There are a bunch of other ones you can unlock if you grind enough, like I do, because I have way too much free time. But you start with Heisei, Godzilla, and Showa Godzilla. Showa Godzilla fucking sucks, by the way. This section is just for stuff that I couldn't fit into any of the other sections. And when I say that, it literally only means that I need to mention that this game is actually a sequel. 2013, Godzilla vs. for the PS3 was released and got some not very good reviews. 2 years later, the same studio released Godzilla on the PS4, just Godzilla, no more versus. And it got good reviews, but it gets looped in with its predecessor a lot. I've played both games. Godzilla vs. does fucking suck ass, don't play it. And I'm very glad that they rectified their mistakes with the sequel, because if they didn't, it'll be a sad sight to see Godzilla vs. being the last mainline Godzilla game until Giga Bash. I do consider that a mainline Godzilla game, and there will be a video about that in the future. So yeah. Overall, I think that Godzilla for the PS4 is a very good game. It tends to be looped in with the game before. If you're a Godzilla fan of any kind, play this game. I promise you will not regret it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.